Of course, when the news hit, I was in complete and utter shock that he did do it. I didn't know how to respond, I didn't know what to feel, I didn't know what to think, I didn't know if I'd be an illegal immigrant suddenly, or as they describe people like us, aliens. Yeah, so it was very devastating news. It's like, it might not be on their radar in the same kind of way. But Harvard has reached out to us, they've expressed their support for international students, they've told us that they will stand with international students and deploy their resources in this fight, which I deeply appreciate. And the Harvard International Office has also reassured us that they can support us with any questions that we have. Next month, which will be very interesting. I did actually go there last summer. I think that the point where people begin to self-silence is a very dangerous path. When people start to self-silence, we are no longer living in democracy. And for me, it's absolutely critical that I voice my opinion so that we preserve these values that America is founded on. In fact, the ideals of freedom and rights. So I might try and do that with Danish. I can speak and I can understand, but I'm not very good at writing. So Harvard has generally decided to stand up. I think this was never an option for them. They had to stand up. They symbolize a really big pillar of higher education in the United States, and they've made the right decision. They've chosen to be on the right side of history, and that's the only way you can deal with someone like Trump. He will make demand after demand. One demand will turn into 3, and 3 will turn into 5, and it will keep going endlessly until you eventually choose to stand up for sponsor student visas, including all international student visas that want to open. We're being used like pawns in the game that we have no control of, and we're being caught in this crossfire between the White House and Harvard. And it feels incredibly dehumanizing, and I really keep my fingers crossed for the whole international community, because they're currently having a very bad experience with what's going on.
Alfred Williamson's story is just one among thousands. As debates over immigration and education intensify, real students, real futures hang in the balance. In a world shaped by ideals of freedom and learning, how we treat those who seek knowledge says everything about the values we defend. What happens next at Harvard could echo far beyond its gates.
Antek, a gdybyś chciał, żeby się wygrać,